Okay, so hear me out. Julissa, don't judge me, okay? We're writing an ebook today, right? I think that our topic for today's ebook should be who would win, Godzilla or a Kraken? Zena's like, I don't understand what that has to do with business. Jonathan might be as nerdy as me, so Jonathan might, kind of enjoy this type of topic, but I think like it could be fun. Like, who would win, a Kraken or Godzilla? And let's talk about it and let's write a whole storybook about it. And, just like a whole little thesis to get people really interested and then talk about how it applies to your supplement. Or in Jaleesa's case, how it applies to running a home with autism. I totally had ChatGPT defend who would win and why, and we had an 8 out of 10 chance of Julissa being wrong. I mean, Julissa is right in like 2 out of 10, chances. But according to ChatGPT, the Kraken only wins when it's in deep water or it gets the jump on Godzilla. So mommy's now teaching a class. What do you need? Daddy's computer turned on?
Yeah.
Okay. Daddy's computer takes a bit to warm up, so go turn it on and then I'll be able to. No, I'm just starting right now. Okay, so let's see. Who's King Kong against? Godzilla? Okay, King Kong versus Godzilla. Yes, these are very important business questions that we need to be asking, guys. These are very important to making digital products. Okay, so again, Godzilla takes it, but King Kong can win 3 out of 10, according to Veyron. So we're writing ebook, Salima, and we are going to start with an ebook about Godzilla versus a Kraken and or King Kong and why Godzilla is the best monster that rules them all. You know what? Let's just ask. Hey, Vey. Hey, Vey, can anyone beat Godzilla? And we're going to use this. Okay, so Godzilla only loses by accident, according to Veyron. King Ghidorah is Godzilla's equal or superior, depending on the version. Spaceborne, gravity beams, regen. When he wins, it's because he matches power with power. And Destora, engineered as Godzilla's nightmare, he's an oxygen destroyer evolution, brutally adaptable with the ability to push Godzilla to the brink. Hey, good to know. Godzilla can't beat Superman. Superman would win. So would Galacticus. You know, I'm gonna blame Coach today because he's like, release the Kraken, and I'm just like, okay, but who would win, Kraken or Godzilla? And it just got me thinking. So now we're going to take this. We're going to take this very random idea and we're going to turn it into an ebook about our supplements. Okay. And then, Jaleesa was like, what about King Kong? And Vay's like, well, King Kong would only win 3 out of 10 times because King Kong has the ingenuity, but only if he moves faster. than inevitability. And that's kind of like you guys with your business. You have to move fast. You have to have that ingenuity, right? That's what we teach you, right? All right. So we have a handy dandy. Now that you guys have listened to my mental rant here and watched me go off the deep end, and I'm serious about we're gonna turn this into and make Titan X isn't even on my list here. King Ghidorah and Destroya can outscale him. Godzilla can't punch Superman, and Galacticus will eat the planet, and then Godzilla Earth versus Shin Godzilla. They would lose to themselves or hacks. And then there's the Oxygen Destroyer and Mecha Godzilla. Mecha Godzilla. Hey, there we go. Let's see. Titan X. No, you do not need a Shopify store for your ebook. You can sell an ebook on Etsy. You can sell an ebook on Gumroad. You can use Thrive. You can use Samcart. You don't need a Shopify store for that. Oh my gosh, Coach is lost it. Hold on, guys. Give me like 30 seconds here. Let me go grab him his link for tonight because, guys, Coach is live tonight at 7 p.m. for all of my Infinity students. So we are not going to miss that call, and you guys are going to be on that call because it is going to be fire. Fire, 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 fire. Am I understood? Yes, you need to be on time. Look, Jonathan's even dropped the book for me, so I didn't even have to do that. Yeah, 7 p.m. for everyone. All right, guys. So we are turning.
Yep. You got the dress.
All right. So let's talk about this. Why is Godzilla versus King Kong or Godzilla versus a Kraken relevant? Why did I start class with that? Can anyone tell me? Besides the fact that it was my current hyper focus. Yes, but there's another reason. Think about it. You guys, you came in and heard me talking about Godzilla. What happened? Exactly, Lynch. Content, engagement, you peaked. We got that interest going. Look, Amanda actually got the hooks down for once. If you know that that's a struggle for me. So, uh, so I know, guys, I've only been working on this for 3 years. Don't judge me, okay? People are a struggle. But yeah, okay, you're right. Damn it, Celine, it's been more like 10. It's been more like 10. I'll admit it. All right, so we are going to sit here and write an ebook. And we're going to put in a spin so that it gets us that engagement and it piques their curiosity because that ebook is going to be our free product for all of my accelerators. That ebook is what you can give to them to get them onto your list. And then your solution is your product. So the ebook is about our product. Someone is unmuted. Narisa is unmuted. Is it up for me to log in?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 38 seconds, guys. And I swear, if any of you count, we're going to have issues. Sometimes being a parent just stinks. It's the most inopportune moment. But anyway, all right. So I don't know why CB dropped a cat emoji, a cat emoji of that, but it is what it is. We are going to do our ebooks. So, in traditional Amanda fashion, yes, CB, I see your hand, love.
Because you said if anybody pouts, you go have a situation. So I pouted. That's what the cat was doing. Pout.
Oh, I said counts.
Oh.
Like nobody count to make sure that it's 38 seconds for me to get to my husband's desk, type in a code, and come back.
No.
Okay, so can you guys all see the handy dandy gamma screen that says an ebook as an asset? Awesome sauce. So this is our week of ebooks. Guys, we are going to be working on ebooks all week. And come Thursday, we are going to build our ebook live with ChatGPT, Claude, Manish, Gemini, whoever you want to use. Okay? Because Thursdays are going to be our build day from now on. All right. So, our ground rule, and I'm going to call you out. We are not going for perfect. Am I clear? You are leaving perfect at the door. It is gone. Godzilla ate it for breakfast. Okay? Nothing is ever going to be perfect. It's impossible. It is improbable. And if you try for it, you are just going to drive yourself crazy. All right? So we're not doing it. Our goal is to help as many people as possible. Okay? You can do that with exactly what you have. Tariq missed the entire opening of this call. See, you think I didn't just see you pop up there? So you missed the entire thesis. It's okay. He'll catch up. Why do we want to focus on that 80%? Why do we want to focus on just helping whoever it is we can and not work on perfect? Because the goal is to get you money. We want the quick wins. You are allowed. Hold on. This is how important this is. And pulling out a mirror. You are allowed to help people where you are. You do not have to be 1,000 steps ahead of them. You do not have to be perfect. You are 1,000% allowed to be human. Okay? You can't be a Goomba. You can't be a goober, but you can be human. Exactly. People want to see your humanity. And this mindset shift helps us get out of that need to be perfect, which ends up killing our digital products. David, if you are secretly an alien from another planet and Men in Black is actually real, then you and I need to have much bigger conversations, sir. Also, I want to meet Agent M. And it better be Michael Jackson in Antarctica with the penguins, okay? I need that in my life. Also, that means Elvis really was taken away in a UFO. And he's up there singing those rhythm and blues, okay? So, we have a whole host of other issues. Anyway, what we are going to be positioning our ebook as is a clarity container. Okay? A focused space. Trying to see more, you guys. Got a whole screen of people with their cameras on. You don't know what this means to me. Okay, now that I'm done crying. This is where confusion disappears. I mean, yes, Tariq, when there's only like 6 of us, but we currently have 69 of us. So we are positioning our books as a way to get out of confusion and to get them into understanding. Okay? When our readers come to us, I want you guys to think about what brought you to Coach Reggie. What brought you to EFA? You were overwhelmed. You were confused. You were tired of the 9 to 5. You're tired of the rat race. You're tired of someone else owning your schedule. You're desperate. You know there's a better way. You want to learn the AI tools. All of these things, or some of these things, may be true for you. Okay? That feeling, and as much as we want to get out of that feeling, but that is the exact same feeling that we need to tap into when we are building our book. Okay? They are coming to us for clarity. They are coming to us to get out of the overwhelm. They are coming to us for mental models, frameworks to move forward with confidence. For my supplement people, they are coming to us because our supplement is going to help them in an area that they need help with. Whether that be berberine for your A1C, whether that be activated charcoal if you have a food intolerance, whether that be Zygamast for breaking down food and helping with bioproduction, beef organ pills to help with iron. All of these things have a solution, or solve a problem, and all of them solve a particular problem that you've already gone through. Okay? Now, the best thing for me, and I'm going to speak this for me, eBooks are portable. Are books portable? Yes. However, here is my iPad mini. Here is a book. What is going to take up less space when I am traveling? My iPad. Plus, if I have multiple books, the space savings compacts, doesn't it? So, eBooks are portable systems that we can go over again and 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 again. And we can give it to Notebook LM and we can hand it to Gemini and we can hand it to our kids and we can hand it to our grandkids and we can hand it to whoever it is we want to read that book. Now, Veyron and Gamma have decided that the most important part of this is that the ebook serves as the foundation for your entire digital product ecosystem. It's the entry point. And Julissa came in closer, like, tell me more about that. It introduces your teaching style. It introduces your frameworks, your problem-solving approach. It introduces how you act. Think of an ebook like a business card. You have now met that person in writing. You have met them kind of face to face, if you will. Virtual face to face, but still face to face. That is what an ebook does. Okay? Who does it work for? And guys, if you didn't know, today is kind of our introduction to ebooks. All right? There are prompts at the end that you will have to work through tonight, but this is kind of our introduction to ebooks, and we'll get into building them later this week. All right? Okay. Tariq, we talked about why that's important, right? We talked about the thing that no one told me for 10 years living on the coast of Texas. Yeah, that would have been a great ebook. Daycare providers could have an ebook. When you should potty train your kids, what they should hit at each milestone, what you'll be working on in each room. Lisa's like, really? Yeah, because, I wanted to potty train my daughter when she was 9 months old, and daycare was like, well, no, we can't do that in the baby room. You have to wait till she's 18 months old. And then we fought with her for 2 years to potty train her. So, anything that we can think of can be a digital product. Any service can turn into an ebook. We have digital product creators, people who are selling courses, templates, people who are selling digital planners could have an ebook on the best type of digital planner and all of the different templates and layouts. What types of stickers, Etsy keywords to find the best stickers by month. Coaches and educators, if you are coaching, if you are consulting, if you are selling services, Alex, Mitzi, Harvey, Jewel, Tariq, Jeff, Julissa, you need an ebook. Alex just posted in chat, I have a mechanic who needs leads for auto and AC repair. I'll be running Facebook leads ads from what I learned in the replays. You should also have them draft up or outline an ebook for what they need based on where they live. What are some common things that people don't know about auto or AC repair for the Dallas-Fort Worth area? And guys, an ebook does not have to be super long. It does not have to be 50 pages. It can be 10. If we are giving away a free ebook, it can be 5 to 10 pages. Okay? Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, elbow to the rib, stiletto to the foot for all of my supplement sellers, for all of my drop shippers. It does not have to be super long. 7 to 10 pages is perfect. PDFs are a great starting point to ebooks. Yes, Julissa. If we're talking like Kindle ebooks, we want those to be a little bit shorter or a little bit longer. But a PDF counts as an ebook. Okay? I get PDFs. Oh, guys, I homeschool. I homeschool. My kids are here 25/8. 25/8. 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. I haven't had a break for them in 10 years. And I know this because it popped up on my Facebook memories. The last time I had a break for my kids was when I went to the UK with my team leader from my last job. So they are with me 25/8. 8. No Michaela. No Michaela. Yeah, no Michaela. On their school lunch, their cousin is taking them. I'm going to give my house over to my cousin and let them handle, him and his fiance are going to handle them for the week I'm in Orlando. But this is the point. Our ebooks don't have to be super long. Oh, and guess what? I'm going to tell you this right now. Celine is sitting on a gold mine. You could do EPUBs. You could do Kindle publishing. You could just do a damn old PDF. Because guess what? Celine has experience in real estate. Celine can write a book for realtors. She can write a book for first-time homeowners. She can write a book for elderly homeowners trying to get out of their home, trying to downsize. Who else has some experience? We know Julissa does with the autism community. We know CB has experience with the government. She can write a book about whatever she does, mind you, keeping in, as long as she doesn't get in trouble with the government agency and, keeps in mind all of that stuff. We don't want CB to end up, on a blacklist somewhere or a watch site. Instructional design and training. Diabetic experience, along with raising a diabetic child. Veteran benefits. I would have loved an ebook to help me go through the benefits that my father-in-law was entitled to as a veteran. My sister-in-law and I would have loved that. It would have made everything so much easier. Because he was he was ashamed, but at the same time, he tried to stay away from those benefits. And he ended up with cancer like a 4th time. So we ended up having to use those benefits for that. Retail management and claims adjusting. There are you guys have a slew of expertise at your fingertips that you can write ebooks on. Different types of meal plans. Those are super popular right now on Amazon. Using them as a free PDF is even better right now. Getting them into a community. So the biggest thread throughout all of this stuff is having the knowledge that solves a problem. And you guys have that. You have that in droves. I really like that word, droves. It's kind of fun. Okay, back to the thing. We don't need massive experience. We don't need special programs. We don't need all the bells and whistles. You guys can literally do this in a Google Doc. You can do it in Canva, the dreaded Canva. Because you guys know how I feel about Canva. I can update a template, but don't ask me to make one. Oh, Danielle. The process of moving can be exhausting. I used to work for a moving company. Yes, please. I hate moving. And I was helping 2,500 miles away, helping my memo move from a house into, guys, hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, elbow, stiletto, from a house to a condo for all of those baby boomers looking to downsize. What should you keep? What should you give away? And what should you sell? Creating a nonprofit, moving process as a military family. Awesome, Julissa. That's what I want to see. All right, so we are going to break this down really, really simply. because we've just brainstormed a whole bunch of ideas. Ooh, a book about home organization, better than Marie Kondo? Please, Maricel. While I loved Marie Kondo and there were parts of it that I just absolutely adored, there were parts of it that I absolutely hated. All right, so we're going to focus on three main types. Okay? Problem clarifier. This helps your audience understand what's actually wrong. So, for any of my supplement people, you could write a whole book on whether or not it's your A1C. That's the problem if you have diabetes. How to look for hidden sugar in your food. Or, my own example, how to look for hidden gluten. Because it's not wheat, it's barley, rye, malt. I can't have malted milkshakes, and I used to love malted milkshakes. So no Rice Krispies either. Telecom specialist, teacher, travel agent. I love travel agent books. Small business starter, blogger, specialist, autism. Exactly. Zena's got, look at all that. Autism counselor, nutritional supplement affiliate. Process of parents starting children out with musical instruments and how to help sports kids get recruited for college sports. Yes. So our problem clarifier books names the issue, explains why it persists, and shows them what they're really dealing with. These are really good for those complex, misunderstood challenges. We are moving them from problem aware to solution aware in that Maslow's hierarchy that Coach Chris has shown you guys before. I think he showed it at the last summit. Then we have our process shortcut. This is the ebook that provides a step-by-step method for achieving a specific outcome. This shows them how to win. Okay? Then we have our decision filter, choosing the right platform for your course. We want our reader to make a confident decision. If you're selling supplements, these are the different supplements on the market. This is why you want to move forward with my brand. For Maricel, if she's doing home organization, these are the different organization methods. This is why this one is the best. Here's how to find the right ABA specialist for your child. I got that in a heartbeat because our ABA specialist did not work for my daughter. And she is like, we're not doing ABA again, mama. And I'm like, okay, no more ABA. I get it. We won't do it again. Just don't yell at me. Here is the key thing. If you are adding an ebook into your funnel, if you are selling it as a product, if you are writing one right now, you are only going to pick one type to do. What was the number, Joshua? One. That's perfectly okay, Salima. You sell just ebooks. You could also do, because I know you are focusing on print on demand, you could have an ebook about the best gifts to buy this quarter. 2026 best Christmas gifts. How to show mom you love her this year. Hey, by the way, personalized calendars, moms love them, especially if you can put in like family birthdays and things. My mom went crazy. Showed it to half the people in her retirement community. I'm just saying. All right. So, how do we choose the right topic? This is going to slightly differ for all of us because we have the way that, we can talk about what people already ask us. Julissa, what are common things they ask you about in the autism community? Celine, what are common questions that you get asked as a realtor? IEPs, I'm so glad I don't have to deal with those. Yep. Guys, what are some of the common questions that people ask you? It doesn't have to be supplement related. What are the things that people ask you about all the time? Behaviors. Because when we went through our niches, when we did that last Tuesday, these are some of the things that we should also have taken into consideration. Because these are probably the topics that you talk about with your AI quite frequently. Because they're probably things that you drive your friends crazy with. Which AI training should I take? Nice. So Salima could write a entire book series on different AI rating different AI schools. Now, for those of you who are not selling something that you are necessarily passionate about, it's okay. We're all there at some point in time. That is why we did so much niche research when we were picking our supplements. That is one of the reasons why research is such an important thing. Because if you can mesh your passion with a problem, you're more motivated to solve that and to write a book, and everyone is going to see it. Okay? That is why things like content is currency is so important because it meshes that. Exactly. You can talk about it naturally. So, and that becomes easy to explain. All right. They're the most valuable because your intuitive understanding allows you to break the concepts down simply. Think about the coaches that you guys love the most. And yes, I have seen the feedback. You want to know which coaches you guys love the most? I'll call them out right here, right now. I mean, yeah, you guys say I break things down really easily, but you know who else? Coach Gail, Coach Sarah, Coach Jorge, and Coach Chris. Those are the ones that you guys say breaks things down the easiest. Coach Mike, I haven't seen that particular feedback on Coach Mike's. You guys love his classes. You love how in depth he goes, but you guys haven't necessarily said that it makes it easy to understand. Oh, and Margarita makes things easy to understand too. Really? Tommy for easy to understand? That's an interesting one, CB. Exactly, Tina. I think Coach Tommy is a little bit of a higher level. Once you're in the space, it becomes easier to understand Tommy, but he does break it down. Okay. But if you guys catch them in their strengths, like Coach Sarah with videos, Coach Tommy with analytics, Coach Mike with analytics, Coach Chris in answering questions. When you catch them in their strengths, in that niche where their superpower is, you can't shut them up. Like anyone, you can't shut them up. And then what you've solved before, your past challenges, and that is why Coach Margarita from my supplement students said that you are your niche for all of my accelerators. Because your niche is who you were yesterday. How many of you have seen Alice in Wonderland? That quote from Alice, I'm not the same person that I was this morning. That is the most, probably one of my favorite quotes in the world, because that tells you how fast we shift and we change. So you could literally look at it as your ideal client when you are building an ebook is the person you were this morning. If I was writing an ebook about autism, which I'm probably not going to ever do, I would probably write to the mom who is in the middle of helping my child work through a meltdown. I would write to, the late diagnosed autistic mom who wasn't diagnosed until after her own child was, who now has to manage all of that. I would write to the woman, the daughter, who is helping manage her mother in law's or her mother's or her father in law's finances and health from 2,500 miles away across the country. Exactly. I write to the people I was along my walk. And it will, Salima, writing about your problems will bring up a lot of pain, but it can also be very therapeutic for yourself. So you are helping yourself while you are helping others. So, as we said earlier, we are aiming for 5 to 10 pages, especially for ones that we are giving out for free. Why? Because they convert better. Clarity will always beat length. If we are going to do a longer ebook, those are the types of books that we want to put on Kindle, that we want to use Lulu for, that we want to actually sell. But those longer books should come as part of a funnel for a shorter one. Okay? So Julissa already has a book under her belt. She's working on her second one, 3 books under her belt. She might decide to add a free, look at those books, guys. She might decide to add a free 5 to 10 page PDF that she can get people into her book funnel for. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, elbow to the rib, stiletto to the foot. I don't know about you guys, but those free, quick, short novella style 5 to 20 page stories have a whole section on Amazon Kindle. The nonfiction ones under the, I'm not going to tell you guys what I read. But they get you into the funnel, Tina. They get you buying more of the author's books. Yes, they piss me off. Yes, they get me like, okay, this author is really good. I really want this story and I want more about these characters. And then the next book doesn't have anything about the characters and I spent $5. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, this is why I pay for Kindle Unlimited. They don't even have to do one chapter at a time, Lynch. But yes, there's a whole market for those types of books too. You can do a Patreon or a Kobo. Is it Kobo? No, it's not Kobo. What's the other one? Patreon or shoot. Ko-Fi. No, Ko-Fi. Where you literally have a hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, elbow to the ribs, stiletto to the foot. If you want to get into writing, you can have a whole subscription community, MRRs, where you release a book a chapter at a time. You have beta readers. They can ask you questions. They can give you feedback. They can check spelling and punctuation and do all of this stuff by leaving comments on the chapter. But it's a whole MRR, monthly recurring revenue process. Artists do it too, exactly. They can, Tariq. An artist can have MRR where they do sell prints every month. You can use Ko-Fi, you can use Patreon, you can even use Substack for it. You say you're going to release, let's say you're going to do 8 chapters a month. So you're going to release 2 chapters a week. You do one on Wednesday, one on Saturday. You could do a WAP platform, yep. And then at the end, you publish the book on Amazon. They got to be your beta readers. You built an entire community. You know what? This author, Jenny Fox. Oh, her website doesn't work. Ha ha ha. Sorry. She started on a platform called Dream. She's a French author who lives in the UK and now gets to travel around. She started on a platform called Dream. Then she went to a platform called Any Stories. Then she published her first book on Kindle as a paper on Amazon as a paperback, and it's a massive book. She didn't edit it very well, but she sold out of the 200 copies she bought for her lunch because she built an entire community. She has a Discord. She has a Facebook group. She has now moved to Ko-Fi. All because she started doing what she loved and she built the community around it. She did Dream and then Any Stories. Now, these are publishing apps that are available on iPad and Kindle. I wouldn't necessarily go that route. They are not paying their authors very well right now, which is why she ultimately left. But what you want to do is start dropping chapters for free if you were doing fiction books or you are doing like books that you are going to publish and build your community around it. She writes romance stories. In case anyone cared. That's what she writes. Supernatural romance stories. So this works for any market. Tina says she'd do those as scary stories. My kids love scary stories. So does my husband. What we want to keep in mind if we are doing a 5 to 10 page PDF as a freemium, as a free product to get them into our funnel, then we want to be clear. So Julissa could do a 5 to 10 page PDF on each of her 3 books, pulling out some of the highlights or key points. And then that sells them into the bigger book. You could release a chapter like someone said earlier in the chat and then sell them the book. To learn more, buy the book here. Julissa has already done that. That's how she gets followers. But that's also how we can expand a book. You can take a book, 5 to 10 pages, use it as a free product for your supplement, for your gifts, for your whatever, drop shipping products, a 5 to 10 page book, and then you get questions back. Then you expand, and then you have a 20 to 50 page book or 150-page book. It's a good way to test the market. And it only costs you about an hour of time or a night sitting there watching reruns on your couch with your boo. Page 8 goes through our problem stack framework. I'm not going to talk about this too much because we got like 10 minutes left, but it is here and I want you guys to read through it in the book, okay? The problem, why we're staying stuck, how to reframe it, your method to beat it, and the carry with you version. So like a 1-page condensed printout that you can put on your corkboard. Is everyone understanding this process right now? Because Miss Karen looks a little bit confused and I want to make sure that everyone's good. All right. An ebook about procrastination, Celine, I think that you would master that. Awesome. Peoples has done 3 ebooks already. Perfect, guys. All right. So, what we're going to do this week is we're going to use AI to help us draft our ebooks without losing our voice. AI is going to be your collaborator, not your author. Okay? We are going to use it to help us draft out our thoughts. We're going to provide it feedback. It's going to rework it, the raw thoughts, the frameworks, the example. It's going to give us structure. And you guys know how much I love structure. What does what mean, Celine? Okay. Never mind. Okay. So, you guys ready for my pro tip? You're going to pull out your Honda cell phone. You're going to grab yourself a pair of earbuds or earbuds or a microphone. And I just dropped my fidget spinner. Ooh, that's not safe. Hold on. Sorry, there was plastic next to my battery pack. That's not safe. Grab yourself a handy dandy pair of earbuds. Open up your notes app and do a voice memo like you're talking to your best friend about the topic. Don't talk to your best friend. You'll burn them out. Okay? Don't do it. You will burn them out. They will get very tired of you talking about the same old thing all the time, and then you'll ruin a friendship. Don't do it, Miss Caroline. I'm telling you. She's like, what? Me? Huh? Like a vlog, exactly, Celine. And you are going to record it, and then you are going to let AI transcribe it. Why? Because it's going to use our natural voice. It's going to catch all of those things that you say without really thinking about yourself saying them. Hint, hint, Miss Narisa and Miss Julissa. When you go live on TikTok, grab the recording and transcribe that recording, gang it. Google AI Studio can transcribe up to 2 hours worth of recording. You are missing out on the gold. Yes, I smacked myself when I said that. I'm not yelling, I'm passionate. I'm stealing Coach's phrase here, okay? Stop doing the extra work. Take those transcriptions and use them. Yes. I did take my meds. I took all of them. I only have 2 left for the day, my berberine and my B vitamins. See, I have a feeling that's why mine got suspended, Alex. Okay. But we are going to use our raw voice to help us guide our ebook. It also ensures that our examples, our metaphors are baked in. So, what we're going to do tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday is walk through the process. In fact, Thursday, we are going to build a live book together. So let's go look at the handy dandy calendar. Tomorrow, we're taking an idea. So everyone has to come to class with an idea tomorrow. And we're going to work on our outline for our ebook. Then on Wednesday, we're going to build it with AI using prompts. And then on Thursday, we're going to put together the entire ebook. That's the rest of our week, okay? So by Friday, everyone will have an ebook. Do not miss the classes. Now, but coach, how do we pick our topics? Hold on, let me get the professor. Oh, hello, professor. Hello, my love. Here is Professor Macbeth, everyone's favorite teacher. So in the back of the book, you have 3 prompts. 4. Okay? We have 4 prompts. She's very happy. So Daddy comes home late, which he will be home late today. So in the back, we have 4 prompts. What you guys are going to do is find the prompt that applies to you. Can you get off my chest? Thank you. There you go. There you go. You're good. You are going to find the prompt that applies to you, and you are going to apply it tonight. And you are going to work through phase 1, which is your structured interview. That way, AI can help you decide what topic the book should be about. Okay, Tariq, that answers your does this have to be in our niche? Yes, yours is biased because you told yours not to let you work on other things, sir. And it is doing its job. I am petting you, Macbeth. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I know you want loving. I know. I know. And I'm proud that yours is keeping you on track. I don't want kisses there, Macbeth. John, can you drop, or Jonathan, can you drop the prompt, the PDF once more? Because the PDF is with this class, Miss Carmelita. Admin Jonathan will drop it for you one more time. Okay. So Salima, you are going to use the prompts on page. Hi, Macbeth. Oh, I know. I know. You're going to get down now? Okay, go on, baby. So here on page 12, 13, 14, and 15 are prompts. My daughter says she acts like a cat. She likes to loaf. We love loafing puppies. So that explains it. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So you are going to use the prompt that applies to you. So interview based on ebook builder. This is our chapter by chapter book. It will build our book out chapter by chapter throughout this week. We have our lead gen. So if you are using your book to generate leads, use the lead gen. This works for anyone in supplements, someone who maybe wants to do a book on, the best gifts. If you are using your ebook as a digital product on its own, you are going to use prompt on page 12, the ebook architect. I don't know why you're barking at me. Chris, call her so she'll come over there. She wants some attention. Oh no, you know what she okay, you're gonna have to give mommy a second. I know what you want. You want your tooth treat. You're gonna have to give me a second and then I will give that to you. Hi, I know. You have to wait. Okay. The interview based book builder is another one that you can use. This one I had written up especially for my accelerators who are doing an ebook as a free product to give away for their supplements. Celine, what's the difference between using it as lead gen versus a digital asset? So, lead gen, your entire goal is to get leads onto an email list. You are giving it away for free. If you are selling it, you're going to use the first prompt, which is the digital asset book. Even if, so that's ideally something a bit more than 5 to 10 pages. Okay. Marisol, did you have a question, dear? I thought I saw
Um,
you briefly.
yeah, thank you. Um, so I created a bunch of infographics about different parts of home organization, like organizing your cabinets, your garage, so I separate it by different areas. I can use like each of those infographics as part of an ebook for each of those different things, right?
Yep, you can also use them as the basis of an ebook too. So then you have your infographic, then you have your ebook that builds off of it, and then you have a master ebook that has all of it in there that you can sell.
Yes, thank you.
Yep.
Mhm.
So key run, you're going to start with the prompt, and what the prompt will do is it will interview you. So if we look at the prompt here, phase 1 says structured discovery. Ask 10 questions one at a time. For each question, provide examples. Question design guidelines. Surface patterns of usefulness, not personal preference. Focus on transferable frameworks, repeatable methods, and applied insights. Identify moments where people would reasonably pay for clarity, structure, or tools. Assume deep lived experience and tacit knowledge, even if the user hasn't named it yet. After each response, pause and wait for continuing. So phase 1 is going to help us identify the topic of our ebook. Phase 2 is going to give us a title, our hooks, the pain points, the solutions, and how we can expand a product, expand the ebook into an entire product line. And then phase 3, once we've picked our title and all of that, then we're going to build out the entire book, which we're actually going to do phase 2 and 3 tomorrow. So tonight, what I would love for you guys to do, everyone, is to go through the prompt and do your structured delivery interview or the structured discovery interview. Find your ebook topic. If it is something that you are passionate about, like Narissa's will probably be about eczema in children, and Miss Julissa, she moved on my screen, hers will probably be about autism in the family. Find the topic, and if it's something you're passionate about, do a voice note. Find a TikTok live that you guys have done that took off really well, that has a lot of good information, and come with that transcript tomorrow too. Okay? Does that make sense for everyone? Okay, T, step 1 is to use this prompt to identify our topic. If it is something that you are passionate about, Then you're going to grab your cell phone and do a voice recording, and then grab the transcription and come to class with both of them. And Salima, that is why prompt is set up the way that it does, because it's going to help you identify the first topic to go on. So yes, we're all going to have a whole bunch of topics, but that is why I have this prompt set up, because it's going to help us identify that first topic to go after. Okay, guys. Any other questions, comments, or concerns? And if anyone actually writes a book about the Kraken versus Godzilla fight, I want to read it. And how it applies to your supplement or your niche. Like, I want to know how a Kraken Godzilla fight can apply to your niche. My son is judging me, not very silently at that. You could judge me, but you know what? You're still my son. It doesn't have to be long at all, Miss Gloria. It can be 10 minutes. The goal is to give AI your voice. CB, it's in the book. I had to dig through my archives to find those prompts. And then I had to go find the chat that the prompts originated in so that I could have they generate a couple extra prompts for you guys. Like, I was fighting with Veyron. Oh boy, were we fighting about this. He's like, but we already did this. I'm like, yeah, I know we did it like 2 months ago, but we got to do it again because we got so many new people. They haven't all seen the ebook series, so we got to give it to them. Yeah, we fought. So, any other questions? Oh, CB's hand is up. Yes, CB.
You already answered the question. Thank you.
Yep. All right, guys, you know what I'm going to say next because you all hate it when I say this, but please, please, please give me feedback. I know it doesn't go with the song, the by Serena Carpenter, the God, what is that one called? What is that called? What is that one called? Dang it! You guys know which one I'm talking about, though. You have to. She's a Disney Disney Channel star turned singer, very similar to Britney Spears, that does a whole bunch of like 70s style music videos. And the song I'm thinking about is the one she gets together with the Italian guy that went to jail. You say you're an actor, so act like you have some sense. So act like a stand-up guy. It is please. The song is literally titled "Please, Please, Please" by Serena Carpenter. Anyway, guys, please, please, please fill out the feedback form. I want to know if you guys liked this class, if you like the idea of doing like a topic a week and how this is going to work. If you like, today was all theory, but we talked about how this is actually applicable and how it's working in real time. I need that feedback because if you don't give me it, then I'm going to think that you hated the class and you don't like these style classes. And next week I will change up the whole thing until I get feedback.
Don't do that.
Well, if I don't get feedback, yes, I love the idea of making something tangible by the end of the week. That is our goal. We want more action-oriented classes. All right, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls, you shall see the coach of Reggie in exactly 30 minutes for my accelerators. Actually, it's 22 minutes, but we all know that coach can be late a little bit, so give him, a little bit. You guys have enough time to air fry some hot dogs, go to the bathroom, walk the kids, brush the dog, and make sure that, everyone is, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Yes, Joshua, air fry hot dogs, 400 degrees for 6 minutes. Taste like they're grilled, okay? Don't judge me until you've tried it, sir. But thank you guys. I will see you later. Bye.